Hello everyone, and welcome to First 20 here on Steven Plays. My name is Steven George. I play video games, and every Friday it's the first 20 minutes or so of a game. Today, we're taking a look at Inscryption, courtesy of Odddoodle, and then also, it's probably worth saying, so many folks have asked me to play this game. I think it's because it's a deck building game, and I have shown a lot of interest in deck building games in the past. Most notably, I put, let's say, a lot of time into Slay the Spire last year. So this game, I'm just going to read you this little write-up on Steam before we jump in, just so you kind of get an idea. Inscryption is an inky black card-based odyssey that blends the deck-building roguelike escape room-style puzzles and psychological horror into a blood-laced smoothie. So it's like a deck-building game that's got like some horror elements. Again, a lot of folks have went out of their way to tell me to play this, so I'm looking forward to trying it. So, new game. What? But we are in it. Okay, alright, for story, we will continue. Okay. Sure. Another challenger. It has been ages. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. Play the squirrel card. Okay. Now play your stoat. Stoats cost 1 blood. Sacrifices must be made. An honorable death. Play the stoat. Wolves require 2 sacrifices. You don't have enough. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Your stoat stands unopposed. The number on the bottom left is its attack power, 1. Your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. You win if you tip my side all the way down. Like this. My turn. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat. That means your stoat's health is 2 less. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It's your turn again. You may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. How reckless of you. Yeah, I guess that's not going to work out very well for me, is it? Okay. I'm done. I'm assuming... So I go to combat. Stoat attacks that. Because you are learning, I will pass. You've drawn all the creatures from your deck. A squirrel was your only choice. Okay. The River Snapper demands 2 sacrifices. So the River Snapper, I'm not sure how I look at cards ahead of time. I got 1 attack power and 6 life. Can I think I have to... Do I have to click them to see them? Seems odd. So the wolf is 3 attack power and 2 health. The snapper is going to be around for much longer. Okay, let's get some defense on the board. Huh? Fear not, the beast is sacrificed, but not removed from your deck. Its suffering was real, but you will see it again. Okay. Of course, I can't play anything else, because this would require 2 sacrifices. You dealt 1 damage, so I put 1 weight on the scale. Pass. Okay. Squirrel. And that's it, because I need to sacrifice stuff to get wolves, so combat. You know you can play more than one card per turn, right? Squirrel. And squirrels do no damage. But you can only draw at the beginning of your turn once, so let's do this. You've won this match. They won't all be so easy. Let me recall your story. Oh, yes. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. Two denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. The caustic adder, damage from its poison bite is always lethal. The undying cat, sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it. Only one may grace your paltry deck. Poison seems good. We'll give that a shot. Another creature joins your caravan. Some of the creatures of the forest seemed willing to follow you. You came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel and a bottle, break in case of emergency. And have a second. Another useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it. 3 is as much as you can carry. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. So there's terrain now. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play. I get it. Maybe. You'll help me? Play along for now. Why can the cards talk? You may now see my moves ahead of time. So I can look at all of these things. Behold the rulebook. Fledgling. A card bearing the sigil will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. That's not great. Okay. This is just something that has health. This is just something that has health. So the fact that the wolf cub is here, and it's going to move presumably forward, the boulder being there is good. Need to remind you, your items may help. I'm not there yet. But I have to sacrifice a squirrel in order to do that. But I do have a squirrel. So I've already drawn. Okay, well, let's put a squirrel in. Here. And then we'll bring the stoat in. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I can go further back. There we go. That's easier. Explain to me this poison thing. When a card bearing this sigil damages another creature, that creature... Oh, it's Death Touch. Oh my god, there's an entire... Okay, well, I'm not going to read all that. Alright, cool. Cool. Let's go to combat, then. Mind the ambitious wolf cub. It ages swiftly. You can always take a squirrel. And I have emergency squirrels. My deck is small. My deck is quite small. And I already know what's in it. It's 2 wolves. Because I know the contents of my deck. My deck is really, really small. So the wolves require sacrifice. Drawing a wolf doesn't even make sense. I'll take the squirrel, and I'll put the squirrel down. Okay. Sure. All right. So let's do that. We got the squirrel there. And I guess we'll go to combat because there's nothing else that we can do right now. Was I not clear? You can play a squirrel and also sacrifice it in the same turn. The airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. Ha! My bat flew right over your stoat. Okay. Okay. So we have an airborne creature. Even if there's a creature, okay. But it probably, if I attack, it probably takes damage. So flying probably only works one way. Which means the stoat will kill the bat. And that's good. I will want to... I want to bring this in, play this. So here's the deal. I want the adder, but I want the adder here. So I can't put the adder there, and I don't think I can move a creature once I've placed it. So what I'm going to do is not place the adder yet, because I can just do another squirrel next turn if I want, or I can play a wolf if I so choose. I think I'm best off just waiting. So let's chill. See what happens here. Stoat kills bat. You can play as many cards per turn as your sacrifices will. Yeah. I'm aware. Now the path is clear for what I want to do. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the adder, because that is a 1-cost creature that will take out the wolf. But they don't do damage to each other. This isn't Magic the Gathering. They're not fighting each other. I do damage to the wolf. So if I could just do damage... Maybe I'm just saying, maybe I don't want to use... Well, the adders still win. So the adder's not going to die in this fight. Okay. I need to think about that. All right. Let's do this thing. Let's bring in another squirrel. Let's play the squirrel here. Let's play the adder. Sacrifice one of the squirrels in the way, as well as the other squirrel. And then place the adder here. And then we will go to combat. So the adder will kill the wolf. A serpent perhaps more deadly than man. And then the stoat also does damage. That seems good. And it's back to my turn. So at this point, we'll take the squirrel. Just because the stoat seemed really pissed. The stoat seemed really mad about what I did, and I was like, all right, okay, chill, man. It's fine. It's totally fine. But I could actually start dealing with the stumps. I'll wait. I think I'll wait. Let's go to combat. Just a squirrel. Interesting choice. All right, let's take the wolf. Kill off the squirrels. Go here and go to combat. It's game. You prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloodied terrain. I'm getting a feel for it. One of the bad things about being familiar with, other trading card games is that sometimes the rules soak in. So that's one of the things of trying to pull myself away from the creatures are dealing combat to each other. They're not. That's not how combat works. So I have to keep that in mind. Let's take a look at what we got here. The young wolf cub. It grows into a wolf after a single turn. It seems good. Sparrow, the meek sparrow, an inexpensive, if feeble, flying creature. Like wolf cub, to be honest. But having a flyer... I don't know. Having a flyer is good, but it's not super great, because when the opposing enemy hits you, I'm assuming these things can fly over terrain as well. Well, it doesn't say that. It says an opponent directly, even if there's a creature opposing it. See, my assumption would be that this could fly. Oh, I took it. I guess I'll find out. You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. Okay. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. So much for that sparrow. Kill it! Pick me. Why can you talk? What is your deal? What? No, I have one of you. I'm gonna take another adder. A ghastly spectacle, but the soul of the sparrow now lives in the adder? What? That is not what I expected to happen. What does that mean? Did I misunderstand what was happening? I think I misunderstood what was happening. I thought that I was getting rid of a card to earn a new card. That is not what occurred. I think I made the snake able to fly. Well, son of a... I did not understand. It's fine. Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. Yeah, I just did that to my snake. He's completely insane. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really. Enough. Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. So what did I do to this poor Okay. So it's still an adder, but now it can fly. Yeah, okay. That is probably not going to be as helpful as I would have wanted. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, let's play some cards. Have you forgotten? I didn't forget the item, shut up! Squirrel, what's going on over here? Should probably look at these first. This coyote can fly. This is a bat. It can fly because it's a bat. Alright. Sure. I can kill something. And I have emergency squirrels if I so desire. I'm not in an emergency though. That's the thing. You gotta be in an emergency. You have 3 attack and 2 health. What are you? 1 health, 2 attack. Okay. And you 1 attack, 3 health. You're pretty good too, actually. All things told, you're not awful. Stoat, the fact that you talk, I don't know, I'm compelled. Back on the board. I just like him because he talks, and I feel like he's judging me, so I just kind of let him do his thing. My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. Yeah, I know that. I'm aware. Okay, oh, hold on. Praise the stoat. There we go. This is gonna go okay. This is gonna go okay. Give me another squirrel, I reckon. I mean, I need to deal with this, but like, I'm not gonna draw something to deal with it because if I get a wolf cub, I'm still gonna have to sacrifice that. So I might as well just take this. Squirrel. Let's put you over here for now because you're not gonna do me any good just dying. You need to be sacrificed. Let's go to combat. Sure. Wait, I lost. What was the starting score? Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. What? Atop the barrel? Where are we? The barrel beside... What is going on? That's not... The barrel? The what? This? I got it. Bring it here. What? Now sit back down. Okay. Let me explain something to you. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? So, your health total can start at, different numbers. No, wait, it didn't start at a different number. My creature didn't get attacked. I got hit. That's how I lost. I took 4 on turn 1. I thought I didn't even get hit. Crap. Okay. The flighty elk moves after attacking. Okay. The watchful bullfrog, it leaps in the way of attacking flyers. Okay, so you have reach. The undying cat. Won't get fooled again! Bullfrog. This is what does this do? We'll find out together, won't we? You came across a small group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. Warm it by the fire, that will enhance its power, said another. You noticed one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. Okay, so this will make the power of a card go up. Super Wolf. Now, I think the most beneficial will probably be River Snapper, because River Snapper already has so much health, so this would just be a really good card. Let's do River Snapper. Fire warmed the poor River Snapper, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached towards it. Another gnashed their teeth. With other word, you pulled the River Snapper away from the fire and left. So that's what the fire does. It's another battle. It's another battle. What do we got here? Grand Fur. Okay, so this provides flying protection, 3 health. Oh, grizzly bear. Jesus Christ. Cool. That's not great. The adder will help. The adder will protect. Okay, let's get a squirrel down. You cannot protect me from a grizzly bear. Honest to God, I need the adder. I need... just give me the squirrel. Just give me the squirrel. Done. Now I can stop worrying about it. Creatures don't attack each other. They don't attack each other. Creatures don't attack each other. That's Magic, which is a different game. Creatures don't attack each other. Creatures don't attack each other. Creatures don't attack each other. The creatures, they don't attack each other. They attack, it's one at a time. The creatures don't attack each other. That's really bad. That's really bad. It's not good. It's not a good thing. Probably should have played. Yeah, I probably should have played the thing. Maybe this will be better. Will this be better? I did it again. So I could, so theoretically, I could prolong yeah, so like theoretically this could go on forever. Okay, shut up. Yes, shut up. This spot, you sure? Listen, dude, I don't have a choice, man. I'm out of so I'm done. I'm out of emergency squirrels. The most I can do is prevent death, but it's just prolonging the inevitable. What are my other options here? What are my other... Not now, draw a card. I don't know what the players do. Oh, I pull a tooth out. Oh, it's a direct... Oh, it's a lightning bolt. I didn't think he would really do it. Unfortunately, it doesn't really help me. Oh, there's a limited supply of squirrels. Okay. I was like, it seems like it could go on forever, but there's a limited supply of squirrels. So now I'm done. Alas, it is time for you to perish. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I'd like a memento. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here's some cards from your mediocre deck. You can put them to good use. Choose a card to draw the cost from. A cost of 2 blood from the wolf. And another. This time I will use its power and health. The numbers. 2 power and 6 health from the river snapper. I'll choose a card from which we'll extract the sigils, the only one I had. I never did ask your name. Stephen. There is now but one final matter. The portrait. Are you ready? You do not need to smile. Here we go again. Another challenger! Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. Bones? The resourceful opossum costs 2 bones. You gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes, for any reason. Okay, is there a bone pool? Or do the bones reset each turn? This is important information. Squirrel. Squirrel. Okay, let's just go. Just go. Now, what is this? 3 and a 1. Nah, Stoat, you're in. Oh, you get a bone token. So there's a bone pool. Alright. From the death of your creature, you've gained a bone. You will not lose this until it is spent or the battle ends. Got it. That makes the game more interesting. And I get a bone token. Alright, so I can play the opossum, which can kill that thing, which is good. Yeah, give me a squirrel. Squirrel over yonder. I got what I need, so let's play the opossum here. And go for it. Another rattler. Okay, now let's go for squirrel again. Double squirrel action over here. Wolf. Throw him over there, and I get more bones. Extra bones. Go. Got him. Alright. Okay. Oh. I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. It's beside the safe. Let us continue. The meager coyote. But what did you expect for only 4 bones? The nefarious rattler. A brittle creature once past its monstrous fangs. The unkillable cockroach. It returns to your hand after dying. You know, you're free to get up again. To keep your blood flowing. I am no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is unrolled. It allows me time to plan your next encounter. But do keep your hands off my possessions. So that's the appendix. You can just walk around this very dim place. There's other cards here. Interesting. So there's a lot of other stuff going on in this game. Hi, bud. So the thing that is of interest to me, I feel like at this point I got a good grasp of the game. I'm really curious what happened to that card I made. A rock may get you out of a hard place. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. Choose one. Boulder. Feeling overburdened enough with full three items you carried on. Okay, I'll do one more battle here. Are you smart or something? He usually doesn't even bother teaching about bones. Alright, here's a tip. I saw a past victim writing a passcode in the rule book. So, like, you're playing a game, you're doing a roguelike, but then also there's this extra thing outside of the game world. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting way of doing it. So, like, you know, the rule book, like, there's apparently a note in the rule book somewhere. And, like, who knows where it is. 273. Oh, that's of interest. 273? Huh. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules. Okay. Okay. Let's throw a scroll down. 2 coyotes. 2 attack, 1 power. Okay. Go. Okay, that'll finish that up. We have to deal with that coyote. And we can actually. We can actually just do that now. So let's get a squirrel. Throw a squirrel on the board. Oh, I can play all these creatures because I can sack the squirrel, put the bullfrog down. I got 2 of these, so I could play the opossum, and I can kill both of these things and do some damage too. Nice, nice. Well, that makes me feel good and smart. What else we got? It's a wolf. Skip. I should have this in the bag. How brutal of you. You dealt me more damage than you needed to win. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. To be precise, a tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. There's a lot going on here. Before I end, you know, having this code of 273. Oh, hello. I wasn't sure if I would ever escape that iron crypt. Is the stoat around? The stunted wolf? This madness must end. Put that away. I took a key. Is that how I escape? I go here. It's another puzzle. Or skill points or something. This is wild, man. It's interesting because like the game itself is fun, if not a little difficult for me to wrap my mind around being stuck in you know, being stuck in Magic the Gathering, but the game is the game's good. The game's good. I really like this aspect of it because I have never seen this explored before. The idea of like stepping away from the game, you know, itself, and then there being a world outside. That's really cool. Check the next cards on the map. It may show you something. Okay. I will. Meddlesome Bat. The Hypothesized Goat. The Truest Offering. Sacrificing it grants 3 blood. Oh, that's nice. Oh. It me. I never did this. I just want to see what this icon is. Oh, this is this. Okay. I radically misunderstood how this worked before. What is this mechanic? Stinky. The creature opposing a card bearing this sigil loses 1 power. I want to become Stinky. I want to be Stinky. I'm Stinky! I have a lot of stuff on me. Flying poisonous Stinky Steven. Sometimes I feel like all those things. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Special thanks to Doodle for sending this in. Inscryption's great. There's some really interesting things here. Like the mechanics of the game are fun. There's a lot to it because they're continuing to add more and more mechanics. But the thing that's most interesting to me is the fact that there's another game There's another game happening. The fact that you can step away from the board and like there's something else happening. It's like you're playing a tiny version of Myst while you're doing this is really cool. And it seems like there's a whole lot of lore to figure out. So Inscryption is what's on it? PC and Linux and Mac. The computers, as they are known colloquially. It came out just a few months ago. It has an extremely good score, and I can see why, because it's doing some really interesting things. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next week for more First 20.